From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the Hourly News Blast. LGBTQ Nation is reporting President Donald Trump's Department of Justice successfully pressured Connecticut Children's Medical Center, or CCMC, to end its gender-affirming care programs for minors, including puberty blockers and hormone replacement therapy, in a settlement the Department of Justice announced Wednesday. Glad Law, a leading LGBTQ plus legal advocacy organization, said the center's settlement betrays families seeking care for their trans kids. The center agreed to pay a monetary penalty and an additional $500,000 in medical care for individuals living with the harmful consequences of gender-affirming care, the Department of Justice wrote in an August 5th statement. The statement ignores the fact that 97% of trans youth don't regret transitioning, even a decade after receiving such care, and that only 1% of trans teens detransition. The Department of Justice will stop at nothing to protect America's children, Associate Attorney General Stanley Woodward said in the Department of Justice's statement. This resolution is a reminder to hospitals, medical providers, and pharmaceutical companies that the Justice Department will vigorously enforce federal law where the lives of children are endangered. But while the Department of Justice's statement referred to methods of gender-affirming care as discredited practices, the practices are, in fact, recommended by literally every major American medical association as a safe, effective, and life-saving way to treat trans youth and improve their overall well-being. The medications used in such care have also been safely administered to children for decades, and multiple studies have found that gender-affirming care improves the lives of trans youth. In a statement, the center said, "We can confirm we have reached a resolution that allows our organization to remain focused on our mission of improving the health and well-being of children. Most importantly, patient privacy remained our foremost concern throughout this process, and we were able to resolve this matter without disclosing any protected patient information to the U.S. government. Connecticut Children's Medical Center has once again betrayed Connecticut families," said Glad Law staff attorney Hannah Hussey, who is currently suing CCMC on behalf of families seeking care for their trans youth, in a statement criticizing the settlement. Last July, CCMC told parents with no warning that their trusted doctors would no longer provide the care they know stops their children's suffering and allows them to thrive. By agreeing to this settlement, the hospital has doubled down not only on that breach of faith with parents and patients, but on its attempt to thwart its obligation under Connecticut law to provide medical care without discrimination, Hussey said. As CCMC itself maintains, it did not violate federal law, Hussey added. In fact, there is no federal law against providing medical care for transgender adolescents, according to the rigorous standards of care. The Trump administration is using unprecedented threats to go after established medical care for the small population of transgender adolescents. These tactics should chill every American who believes that healthcare decisions should be made by parents, patients, and doctors who understand the care, not by a federal government with a political agenda. In July 2025, CCMC said its program offering gender-affirming care for trans youth would be winding down entirely, citing a complex and evolving landscape. This announcement came shortly after Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont signed a bill reaffirming the state's commitment to prohibiting discrimination by healthcare providers. CCMC is just one among the over 20 medical centers nationwide that have temporarily or indefinitely rolled back its gender-affirming care programs amid the Department of Justice's threats to investigate the centers and cut off federal funding if they continue to render the care. That's the News Blast for this hour. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the homepage at paequality.com, Roku, Alexa, and wherever you find streaming radio. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.